Rettinger with John4Lakers.com here with another review for you of the T-Mobile G1. You may remember, or you may not, that I reviewed this device when it first came out a few months ago, but I only had the phone for just a couple days, so I couldn't really put together a comprehensive review as I would have liked. So the folks at T-Mobile were nice enough to let me play around with this one for a little longer period of time. So let me give you my updated thoughts on it. So first thing I want to say is I've been very happy with the phone. But seeing as it's a phone first, it's got to have good call quality. And I can say that I've been extremely impressed with T-Mobile's call quality. While it certainly may vary by your location, where I am right now I get 5 bars of 3G, and call quality has been fantastic. I don't hear any jumbly or noise or any echo. When you start hearing things twice. Things have been very clear. People on the other end haven't heard any white noise or any sort of garbled. So it has been very clear. So definitely give it an A+ for call quality. Some of the things I like about the phone. I really like the navigation on it. I think having the scroll ball makes the navigation much easier. At times when using your finger isn't the best way to go. In previous videos I've walked you through the Android operating system. I've shown you the browser. So I'm not going to show you guys too much of the device during this review. It's mostly just going to be me talking about it. Just giving you a heads up. So navigation is actually very easy to do. The scroll ball is nice and easy. And using the screen has been an absolute piece of cake. Android has really been a pleasure to use. I've enjoyed it. I've also liked getting to know how to use the operating system. You can see the power and potential that it has, but I don't think it's where it needs to be as competitive in the marketplace right now. So the best example I can give you, there's a lot of times when I just want to look something up real quickly or go to a website, and I got to take out the keyboard, slide it up, wait for it to rotate, and then type. The G1 is severely suffering from an lack of an on-screen keyboard. Something that will be fixed probably imminently with, I believe, what's called a Cupcake update. Essentially, that's going to give it a keyboard. And it looks like a really nice keyboard, so I would look for that soon. So my gripes about the phone are things that I think can be fixed very easily with software patches. On-screen keyboard is certainly one of them. One thing that annoyed me about the phone is the only way to switch profiles, meaning going from ringer to vibrate, so you had to hit the volume button and go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. So fortunately, there is an application in the Android marketplace that actually lets you control the ring volume and the ring profiles. It's called Ring Toggle. And it really is a must-have. Some of the gripes I had with the phone actually were rectified by programs that I was able to find in the Android marketplace. Things like Quote Pro for tracking my stocks made life much easier for me. And TwitDroid, which is a Twitter program used for the G1. So the stock programs in Quote Pro, I don't think are as good as the built-in programs on other mobile devices. For instance, in TouchFlow 3D on some HTC devices, they've got a stocks little window there, and on the iPhone, the stocks program that comes on there are a little more full-featured. But Quote Pro for just getting your quotes, is relatively nice. So onto the hardware on the device. This is the first time that Android has been released. HTC made the hardware for the G1. And it is a little bit on the bulky side, it's a little bit thick, and oftentimes it felt like a Generation 1 device. It starts to creak a little bit when you open it up. Even just a few weeks I've had it, the spring mechanism that opens and closes devices isn't as crisp as it used to be. And you can see that over time the device is probably going to wear. But that's sometimes to be expected in some of the price you pay for being an early adopter. This is actually the first phone that I've tested in quite a while that I could say I could use this in place of my iPhone, which is my daily driver. I could use this phone. The browser is full featured. There's a very nice YouTube client on it. There's maps, there's GPS. I have a nice keyboard on here. Granted, it's a tactile keyboard. This is really the first device that I can say that on and say that wholeheartedly and actually recommend to people who are looking for a full experience. If you use Gmail as your primary email browser, the G1 is going to be fantastic for you. Gmail is integrated so nicely with the device. You swipe your finger down, get all your Gmails, swipe it back up, and you're done. If you use another email server, you're going to have some difficulty. The built-in just pop email client, not so good. Again, I think that's something that'll be fixed and rectified with software updates and applications in the Android marketplace. Just something to bear in mind as you're going through this. Also, if your company or work or whatever you're with uses Exchange Server, right now there's no support for Exchange Server, which is a little bit on the annoying side. So the only way to get your contacts and such over is to actually upload your contacts to Google and then let Google download them for you. A little bit on the annoying side. But all those little nitpicky things aside, the G1 is a fantastic phone, and again, one that I can recommend to you if you're looking for ultimate web browsing experience, a great keyboard, email, MMS, all that stuff. Really, the G1 brings it all to the table, and it's impressive how much they brought with a first generation device. So there are certainly some nitpicky things, but overall, I've been very pleased with the G1, and I think you guys will too. The question I get quite a lot is, should I get a G1 or an iPhone? I can't answer that question for you. Depends on whether you like AT&T service or T-Mobile service, whether you prefer one device over another. That's a personal preference. For me, I'm sticking with my iPhone. I've been very happy with the G1. If this was my phone, it would be fantastic. But I gotta send it back to T-Mobile. I don't have an account with them. So guys, John Rettinger with John4Lakers.com with my occasionally rambled thoughts on the T-Mobile G1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out the website, www.john4lakers.com. It's 100% user-generated content generated by people like you. And for some exclusive content, be sure to follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/John4Lakers. See you guys in the next video. Bye for now.